Hello everyone and welcome again in one of our new lessons of written expression for first year Lamdjed, always about the English sentence. Its structure, its components, its parts and so on. Today we'll try to shed some light on a very important part of the English sentence, which is the phrase. The phrase is simply a group of related words. Clear? They come together in a sentence to complete the meaning. Clear? But if you want to compare between the phrase and our previous part, which is the clause, we find certain important differences. So, we have here the phrase, and we have here the clause. Both of them are what? Are a group of related words. However, in the clause, we find always the combination of what? A subject plus a verb. The clause always consists of a subject and a verb. But the phrase, doesn't contain neither a subject nor a verb. It's only a group of related words which come together. Clear? Come together to complete the meaning of a sentence. Good. Another also important issue about the phrase, comparing to the clause, we said that the clause, has two types. We have what we call dependent and independent. Clear? So sometimes the clause can be independent. It means it can stand alone. The clause with its S and V, subject and verb, can sometimes be a separate and complete and meaningful sentence. However, the phrase as a group of words is always subordinate, clear, to the rest of the sentence. That's why it can never stand alone. It can never stand alone. So, we try to recapitulate and now define the phrase, from the beginning, and we say the phrase is a group of words, clear, which does not contain neither a subject nor a verb, and which cannot, stand alone. It's always, subordinate, always comes to complete, the meaning of the rest of the sentence. Good. Now, in today's lesson, we'll try to, if you can say, talk or tackle, the different types of the English phrases. Of course, we have there are a lot of types of phrases, but we'll try to concentrate and focus only on the commonly used and, the most important types of the phrases which we always deal with, we always study and see in our daily classes and lessons. That's why we'll start with the easiest type, in the light of two simple examples. And we write our first example, which contains two phrases. I write number one. They arrive at the station in the morning. Number two. the boy with sunglasses is my friend. Is my friend. Now here we are with two simple sentences as our examples to tackle, okay, the first type of phrases. Let's divide our sentences into their major parts. There is my simple subject. Arrived at the station in the morning. Here it's my complete predicate, which starts with the verb arrived. Then after it I have what? I have at the station. I have here the first group of words which come together. Clear? So these words which are related, they form to me my first phrase. My first phrase. Now, what does this phrase start with? Here I have at. What is at? At, as we know all, is what? A preposition. Huh? Good. Also, I have in the morning. Here also I have another, okay, group of words which are related, and they form to me also another phrase. And this phrase also starts with in, which is another preposition. Now, these two phrases, okay, as they start with a preposition, okay, they are called and named after, okay, the element they start with. That's why this type of phrases, which starts with a preposition, is called what? A prepositional phrase. Now here, in the first example, I have two prepositional phrases. One starts with the preposition at, and the other with in. Good. Now, let's look at our second example and compare between the two sentences. The boy with sunglasses is my friend. He is my verb of the sentence. So I put my slash here to divide my subject, which is complete here, subject, from my predicate. The boy, I have the is an article or determinant. Boy is the noun or my simple subject as a noun. Then I have with sunglasses. Two words which come together, a group of words which come together to form me another phrase. Clear? Here it's also another phrase which starts with also is like at and is like in. And you know, in English we have a long list of prepositions. Alright. In, at, on, over, under, below, and so on. Clear? You should cover them by yourselves. Okay, throw in the net. Good. With also is another preposition. So as this phrase, okay, starts with preposition, so it's also called what? A prepositional phrase. Clear? Phrase. Good. Now here is my first type. Okay, I have three examples for it. Now let's see, okay, how this type of phrases, okay, acts, how it acts. Clear? They arrive at the station. Here at the station, this phrase indicates what? It indicates place. Huh? And the place is the answer of where. Clear? Answer of where. Arrived at the station. Now this phrase is what? It is related to the verb. Clear? And it's the answer of where. Alright. That's why this phrase it acts as an adverb. Because usually in English, okay, all what indicates either time or place, where or when, and also the manner, how, okay, is considered as an adverb. And in this case, okay, at the station indicates number one, place, the answer of where, and also it is related to the verb arrive. It modifies the verb arrive. That's why it acts as an adverb. They arrived where? At the station. They arrived when. Here also I have another phrase which indicates time, clear, and which is also related to the verb, okay, arrived. As it is related to the verb, it modifies the verb, and as it is the answer of when, clear. Here, this phrase also acts as an adverb. And even if I want, I can add arrive at the station, okay, in the morning by bus. Arrive how? By bus. Here, by bus also is another phrase which is related to the verb, okay, and which modifies it. Alright. So it acts as an adverb and is the answer of how? By bus. Good. Let's see our example. The boy with sunglasses. Here I am now still in my subject, okay, whose its central part is the noun. Who is with sunglasses? This phrase refers to a noun, the noun boy. And we know it in English, okay, all what comes to modify a noun, or all what is related to a noun is, okay, considered as an adjective. Clear? If the phrase is related to the verb, it is acting as an adverb. But if the phrase is referring and modifying a noun, it acts as an adjective. Now here is our first type of phrases, which starts with a preposition and which is called the prepositional phrase. Yes, it can act either as an adverb, clear, an adverb, when it is related to the verb, alright, and when it usually indicates time, place, or manner, how, clear. Or also it can act as an adjective, when it refers to, it modifies, okay, or when it is related to a noun. It acts here as an adjective. Good. Now, after these prepositions and within these phrases, we always find what? A noun. At the station, noun station. In the morning is a noun. Okay, with sunglasses is my noun. Now these nouns, which come in the prepositional phrase and which come after the preposition, they are called in grammar the objects of prepositions. Example here, station is the object of at. Okay, and morning is the object of in. And sunglasses, as its noun, is the object of with. Now these are hourly terms. We need to know, okay, to be able to identify, okay, the different elements within the phrase, okay, and generally within the English sentence, okay, in general. All right. So right now the structure of this phrase. Number one, first type is the prepositional phrase. Equals what? A group of words which starts with a preposition, in, at, and so on, and related to other words. Now after it usually we find a noun in this group. This noun is called the object of the preposition. And this type of phrases can act either as what? An adverb, when it is related to a verb, clear, or as an adjective, when it is related to, or when it modifies a noun. Modifies a noun. So this is the first type of phrases. Still, there is another important type we will see and also highlight. Good. Now we move on to our second type of phrases. Okay, we will tackle through these two or so examples. Number one, you write left alone, the baby started crying. And number two, taking a deep breath, the athlete felt at ease. Left alone, the baby started crying. Here I have another simple sentence which consists also and always of the subject and predicate. Let's trace our verb, which is started. Okay, to put here the slash between my predicate and my subject. Good. I have left alone. Here I have a group of words which come together to form me another phrase. Another phrase. Clear? Another phrase. The baby, okay, I have here the as article. Okay, baby is a noun or acts as only a simple subject. Let's now focus on this phrase to discover our second type of phrases. Look at this phrase. It starts with left. What is left? Left is or can be either the past simple of to leave or also the past participle. The past participle. Clear? Good. Now here, in this case, left alone. There is no subject. Clear? So usually here it is going to be only a past participle. Participle. Why past participle? Because here it is related to a noun. To a noun. And as you know it in English, the past participles, okay, can act also as adjectives. As adjectives. We say the window is broken, okay, by Omar, or here it's past participle. We say the broken window. The broken window. Broken here, okay, is past participle, but acts as an adjective. Good. Left alone, the baby starts crying. So this phrase, which starts with a past participle, clear, and which comes to modify or describe, okay, a noun, is named after its first element, and it's called the participial phrase, or participle in some books of grammar, participle phrase. It's the phrase which starts with a past participle. Clear? Go. The second example. Take a deep breath. The athlete felt at ease. That is my verb. It is my slash between the subject and the predicate. Now here I have also taken a deep breath. A group of words which come together and they form to me another phrase. But look how this phrase, starts. Take in, I have form stem plus ing. Stem plus ing. Now we note in English the form stem plus ing, refers either to what? A gerund, going, coming, playing, dancing, and so on, or also it can refer to what we call a present participle. Now, what is the difference between stem ing as a gerund and stem ing as a present participle? It's very simple and easy. The gerund always acts as a noun. Acts as a noun. Clear? It can be a subject, an object, indirect object, and so on. Whereas the present participle, it has the same function of the past participle. It acts always as an adjective. Now look at this phrase. Taking a deep breath. Who is taking a deep breath here? Who is described by this phrase? Here it is. What? The athlete. A noun. This phrase refers to and modifies a noun. And we know in English that all what comes to modify a noun, is usually considered as an adjective. Like in the first example, the phrase refers and modifies a noun, so it acts as an adjective for this noun. Left alone is an adjective for baby. Here also, this phrase, it refers and modifies a noun, so here it acts as an adjective for the athlete. So, adjective, thus, the form stem ing here represents not a gerund, but what? A present participle. Here, a present participle. Why? Because we said that gerund acts as a noun. And here, this form stem ing is acting as an adjective. And this adjective is the function of the present participle. Good. Here also I have another group of words which starts with a present participle. So it's called also participial or participle phrase. Now, as you see here, our second type of phrases, is called participial. Participial phrase, a group of words which starts either with a past participle or present participle, to modify a noun, coming after it, and to act as an adjective for this noun. So we write here, second type is called the participial phrase. Equals what? A past participle, right? Participle or present participle. Here, participle. Here it takes the form of stem ing. Here it's always stem plus ed if the verb is regular, and if it is irregular, we choose the verb from the third column of the table of regular verbs, plus other words in the phrase. And here also, in case we have a noun after these participles, here is no noun, only adjective. Here we have a noun which is breath. Now this noun which comes within the participle phrase and comes after, okay, this participle in the past or present is called the object of the participle. Clear? Object. Here, for example, you write here now, object of the participle, either past or the present. And unlike the first type of phrases, which is the prepositional phrase, we said it acts either as an adverb or adjective. This one, clear, acts always as an adjective. Why? Because it comes along to modify a noun. Clear, to modify a noun, to refer to a noun, and so on. To refer to a noun, like here. Taking a deep breath, it modifies and describes the noun athlete. Huh? Here, left alone modifies and describes noun baby. Noun baby. So this type is related always to a noun. Unlike the previous type or the first one, prepositional, we said if it is related to a verb, it acts as an adverb, and if it's related to an adjective or a noun, it acts as an adjective. So here is our second type of phrases. There is still another important type, but we will see in this lesson. Just follow. The third type of phrases is also very simple, okay, because I think you are already familiar with. You have seen it in your third year, okay, at the lycée. Right. Let's see, okay, it through these, okay, two examples. So we write, number one, going abroad is my dream. It's an example. It's not okay about me. Clear? Good. Second one, I can choose this example. I hate borrowing. This one is true, it's about me. Others, properties. It's a bad habit, by the way. Good. Now, going abroad is my dream. Let me divide this sentence into a subject and predicate. First, here is my verb is, which is my marker between the subject and predicate usually. So, here is my predicate, here is my subject. Good. Going abroad is my dream. But look here. I have going abroad. These two words come together to form me one unit. Clear? One unit. So, this is my phrase in this sentence. Going abroad. Going abroad. Now look at how this sentence starts. It starts with the form also stem plus ing. And we said that stem plus ing can be either a gerund or present participle. We said that if the stem ing acts as a noun, it is gerund. If it acts as an adjective, it is a present participle. Let's find out what type this phrase is exactly. So I have a verb, and the verb needs what? It needs a subject. So here, going abroad is my dream. all this phrase acts as my subject. This phrase acts as a subject. And we know that in English, the subject is what? Is a noun. It is a noun here. Clear? What is my thing? Huh? So here, this verb, okay, has this phrase as its subject. So subject, it's a noun. Noun, it means stem plus ing is what? Is a gerund. So going here is a gerund. Is a gerund. So here we are with our third type of phrases. A group of words which starts with gerund. And it is called, and named after its first element, and called gerund phrase. Here it acts as what? A subject. Let's see the second example. I hate borrowing others' properties. I is my subject. Hate is my verb. Borrowing others' properties. Here I have a group of related words. As you see here, all the phrases doesn't contain neither a subject nor a verb. Only words come together to complete the meaning. That's all. Clear? Borrowing, here also this phrase starts with the form stem plus ing. So if this form acts as a noun, it's going to be a gerund. If it acts as a, what? An adjective, it is present participle. Let's ask here what question to find, okay, out its real nature. I subject, hate verb. I hate what? I hate borrowing others' properties. So all this phrase is the answer of what? And we know that in grammar the answer of what represents my direct object. Clear? So this phrase acts as what? A direct object for the verb hate. Hate what? Borrowing others' properties. So we know also the object in English is a noun. So here, as it's a noun, stem ing is a gerund. But in this example, okay, it acts as a direct object. Clear? Which is a noun, so it is a gerund. This group of words, which starts with a gerund, also is called what? A gerund phrase. Gerund phrase. So usually gerund phrase acts as a noun. It can be a subject, it can be direct object, indirect object, and even, okay, predicate nominative. Alright, go. Now let's run the structure of this, okay, phrase on the board to clarify it better. So here I have what? Third type, which is called gerund phrase, equals what? Starts with a gerund, I mean stem plus ing acting as a noun, clear, as a noun, plus other words, clear, plus other words. Alright, other words. And of course also the noun which comes from gerund can be called, okay, as an object of the gerund. Clear, of the gerund. Now here, just to differentiate between the gerund phrase and the participial phrase. We said that the participial phrase, okay, is related, okay, and it modifies a noun. It refers to. Clear? But this phrase, okay, acts either as a subject or as an object. Clear? Subject or as an object means it is a noun, not adjective. Not adjective. Clear? Go. Let's move on now to our, okay, next type of phrase, which is also very, very simple. Just as a remark, okay, about this type of phrase we said, it acts as a noun, and it can be either, okay, subject, or direct, or indirect object, or even predicate, nominative. It depends on its position in the sentence. Good. Now it's the turn of our fourth type of phrases. So, our first example is to be a millionaire is my dream. And also is a dream of everyone, of course, logically. Second one, I want to travel, okay, abroad. Number three, can write, for example, he exercises, means practice sport, to forget his problems. Example. Or he plays sport to forget his problems. Good. Here I have my first example. To be a millionaire is my dream. The verb is. So I put slash here between my predicate and my subject. To be a millionaire, I have this, okay, structure which comes together to be a millionaire and which forms me my first phrase, a group of related words that doesn't contain neither subject nor verb, but they come together. Good. To be a millionaire. Here this phrase starts with 2 plus stem. 2 of the infinitive past tense. We have here the form of the infinitive. Clear? Now, this phrase, which starts with an infinitive, is called infinitive phrase. Of course, simply to phrase. To be a millionaire, to go here, okay, to do this. So all the examples start with 2 of the infinitive plus 10 to form me an infinitive phrase. And as you see here, all the phrases are named and called after the elements. Okay, they start with, after the first elements, okay, in them. Good. Is my verb. And the verb means what? Needs a subject. So this infinitive phrase here acts as a subject. So it is a noun. It acts as a noun, as a subject in the first example. Clear? Good. I want to travel abroad. I is my subject. Simple. This one is my predicate. Want is my verb. I want what? To travel abroad is another group of words which starts with 2 of the infinitive plus 10. So infinitive at the beginning of a phrase gives me what? Infinitive phrase. Now let's see its function. I subject, want verb. I want what? What? So this phrase is the answer of what? So the answer of what is a direct object. So this phrase acts what? As a direct object. So it is a noun here. And as a noun. Good. So in the first example, it acts as a subject. Second example, It acts as a direct object. But still, okay, in the third example, we'll discover that this type of phrases can act also, okay, more or play more roles than only a noun. He is my subject. Exercises is my verb. Why? Exercises to forget his problems. To forget his problems. Here I have this phrase, okay, which starts with what? Starts with what? With the infinitive to forget, to give me, okay, the fourth type of phrase, which is the infinitive phrase. Infinitive phrase. So here, he exercises. Why? It's not what here. So this phrase here is related to the verb. It modifies the verb exercises through the answer of why. Clear? Why? Right. Like how, like when, like where. So here it acts as an adverb. As an adverb. Now as you see here, the infinitive phrase, okay, can act either as a noun to be either a subject or an object, direct object, and so on. And it can also act as an adverb. As an adverb. Clear? So its functions are, okay, more than the functions of the other types of phrases. So we write here the structure of this phrase, number 4, infinitive phrase. Equals what? Infinitive. First element is always an infinitive. It means 2 plus term. Clear? 2 plus term. Besides 2, okay, the other words which are related to it. And here is my fourth type of phrases which acts, okay, as a noun. It can be subject, direct object, indirect object, predicate nominative, and also it can act as an adverb to modify the verb it refers to. Clear? The verb it is related to. Simply, okay, what we need to know in this lesson is, okay, the types of phrases. Clear? Means this one starts with preposition, it's called prepositional phrase. This one starts with gerund, it's called gerund phrase. This one starts with infinitive, it is called infinitive phrase. Now about the function, okay, you should do your best to find out, okay, the right function of each type. But for us in the first year, we are concerned, okay, mainly with differentiating the phrase from the other parts of the sentence. For example, I have this one in a sentence, okay, is S plus V, it's a clause. Now next to it, I have a group of words, okay, which are related and which starts with one of the elements. This one is not a clause, it's only a phrase. It's only a phrase, and like this, we can say that now we have a comprehensive, okay, view, okay, about the English sentence, okay, structure, and with its different components: the subject, the verb, the predicate in general, clear, but in general. Now types of subjects, types of predicates, I don't know, phrases, clauses, type of clause, and so on. Clear. And all these issues will help me, okay, master, okay, or have full mastery of this structure, okay, and enables me to write, okay, a correct and well structured English sentence on the basis of, okay, these structures which I learned in this course theoretically. Go. There is also another important and widely used type of phrases, which we always hear about and use and read about in our books of grammar, which is what we call the noun phrase. Noun phrase. noun. Let's take an example, okay, with boy. It's my noun, boy here. Now, the noun phrase simply is what? A group always of related words, and these words are related, okay, specifically to this noun. Alright, so if I write the young boy, clear, the young boy, it means here adjective plus noun. Here I have noun phrase. Or the boy in blue jeans. The boy in blue jeans. Here also, these words are related to the noun. They modify it. So it is also here noun phrase. Now what matters? That in this phrase we have the noun as its central element, and all the other words, either before it or after it, are related and are referring to this noun. And usually its Kama's form is what? Adj plus noun, the strong boy, noun phrase. Clear, usually. But sometimes, okay, the words which refer to it comes after the noun, like in this example. So here the young boy in blue jeans helped me. Helped me. Here is my predicate, here is my subject, which consists of what? A noun phrase. A noun phrase. Thank you so much. If you want to read or to know more about this type, further your reading and explore what is a noun in the books of grammar and also in the internet sites. Thank you. So here is a very simple explanation about the structures of the 4 phrases which we highlighted in our lesson today. First type is the prepositional phrase. Starts with preposition, plus other words, and the noun after it is called object of the preposition. This type of phrase can act either as an adverb or adjective. If it is related to a verb, it's an adverb, and if it is related to a noun, it acts as an adjective, as we saw in our previous examples. Second type is the participial phrase. It starts either with the past participle or present participle, stem ing, which always acts as an adjective to modify a noun it refers to. Noun it refers to. Also the noun after it, within, inside, here inside, always this phrase is called what? Object. Right, object. Good. During the phrase also starts with the agreement, stem ing, which acts always as usually as a noun, plus other words, and it can be usually the subject, direct object, or predicate nominative, always acting as a noun. As a noun, you can discover it by asking the right question: who, what, and so on. Clear. The infinitive phrase also is the simplest type, because its structure is very easy, to discover and to know. It's very easy to know. Infinitive phrase starts with infinitive, stu plus stem, clear, and plus other words. This one, it can act either as a noun, as subject, object, direct object, and also it has more, functions, within the sentence. It can act even as an adverb, and even also, in some cases, as an adjective. As an adjective. For example, I say, he earned money to spend it. He earned money to spend it. So to spend it here refers to the money, refers to a noun. The infinitive phrase to spend it refers to a noun, so it is adjective related to a noun. Good. So these are simply the commonest and the main important types of phrases we need to know, and we need to differentiate them from the other, okay, parts of the English sentence we learn together. Now, normally we have, okay, a comprehensive and clear view about the English sentence with its major parts and their, okay, components and types from complements, modifiers, okay, and the clauses and the phrases, and also the types, okay, and the structures of each type of sentences, clauses, and even phrases. Yet, there is still another important type of phrases which you may always hear about or read when you, for example, go through the books of grammar, which is what we call the noun phrase. Noun phrase is simply a noun plus other words, okay, related to it. Example, the strong boy. Adjective plus a noun forms me usually what? Noun phrase. Or the noun or the boy with sunglasses. Okay, also forms to me all of it noun phrase. Now in this type of phrase, noun phrase, okay, the central element is the noun, clear, noun, but in this phrase it comes with words either before it or after it which are related always to this noun. If you want to know more about this type and the other types of phrases, okay, you have to read, okay, and further your reading, okay, to discover the other types of phrases. I hope that I could cover all the most important, okay, types and points, okay, in this lesson. All right. Before we move on to our, okay, next lesson, in which I hope that I can see you in good and better conditions. Thanks so much and see you in another video. Coming soon. Goodbye.